Before we begin this week's episode, we have a message for all who love to delve into our dystopia. We now have a Discord server set up for our patrons. So, if you want to ask Nikolai about his influences, ask Tam-Tam his real-life favourite instrument, or poke Belry about something pedantic you just know will set him off, come join us at patreon.com/Penance RPG. And now, the chaos continues, with the conclusion to brain thinking.
The doors have opened. The timer has started. Welcome to your weekly dose of post-apocalyptic mayhem. In the year 2115, a Penance RPG production.
Welcome to episode 17 of 2115. Who are you, what are you, and what is your thoughts on Tam-Tam's current predicament? Starting with Susie.
Hi, I'm Susie Q. I play Dr. Francis Stein, the innovative halfling. Thoughts on Tam-Tam's current predicament are concern, alarm, and yes, concern and alarm, I think.
Next we have Rowan.
Hello, I am Rowan. I am playing Index, a little lab rat. As she is both Tam-Tam's weird creator / mum / best friend / magnum opus. It's confusing. She's probably in a state of screaming her head off. Just screaming. She's not okay.
That's fair enough. Next we have Dragon.
Hello, I am playing Irwaz, the Aqua Gelf. They are concerned about Tam-Tam, but even more than that, they are really wondering how the hell they're going to find him again, and slightly confused that the van is able to still be speeding away with 2 flat tyres.
The joy of front wheel drive. And finally, Tam-Tam.
I'm being kidnapped? What? I found this cool instrument, guys. Guys, where are the guys? Guys, god damn it, I wanted to show off this cool new instrument. Oh well, I'll talk to them later. I've got an instrument to play.
Well, I should also say at this point, there's no Lottie this week because I think Amy said she was exhausted. Yeah, Amy's exhausted, so she can't make it this week. And no Bellery because, quote, he's gone dogging, quote. And he's not Scottish, so I have no idea what he's actually doing. But if anyone does find Bellery at a car park, please send him back to us.
I'd like to point out that it is not the colloquial use of dogging that he meant.
We don't actually know that.
He might have
He
said
says
it.
dog sitting.
Backtracked. I'm assuming that, given how bashful he is about things at times, it's not that.
It might have been a double bluff.
See, part of my mind wants to just giggle about the fact that John's just learned to drive and suddenly Bellery's off dogging. But let's not get into that.
Yeah, let's leave that for non-podcast chat.
So, what happened last week?
I found an instrument, guys! It's in the back of this van. Guys?
We had to go to a club. We got a phone call to go to a club, and we went down, and Tam-Tam was going to be the DJ for that night, and we were being paid to kill someone, but...
I got drunk, the doctor tried to poison someone, successfully poisoned someone else.
Accidentally
wasn't
poisoned someone with drugs.
No, I intentionally poisoned him. It just turned out that I didn't need to.
Fair.
You know.
He was
upset I didn't give him a whole tablet.
Poor Derek. Eric.
True. That was a bad call on his part.
See,
I went in.
Really, I should be getting praised for not giving him a whole tablet.
Okay. Well done, Doctor.
Well done, Doctor.
Thank you.
So I went in and spoke to the guy that we were supposed to be killing because we were really suspicious of the person that was trying to hire us. So that worked out quite well. We ended up with a kind of stakeout shooting type thing, and there was a van, and Tam-Tam went into the van because there was an instrument.
There was.
And we got the guy, but there was someone else in the van, and we didn't get them. So we currently don't have a Tam-Tam.
But that's okay, because I have an instrument. I mean, Tam-Tam has an instrument.
It's the important bit.
That is the important bit.
So we will spin very quickly on from there. So as you notice the van speeding off the slight of a distance, could we carry on from where we left off? The doctor is unconscious on the floor after chloroforming herself.
Yes.
Yep.
I forgot about that.
I hoped everybody would have forgot about that. But no, yes, that did happen.
The doctor's on the ground, Index is jumping up and down. Lottie has magically disappeared, but magically reappear next week.
She's a cat. She's gone to... has to
Preen
go somewhere else so she can do the licking paw and washing face and going, that was totally deliberate.
She's gone to do something private.
In the bushes. Right. Anyway,
Maybe with Bellry. Wait, no, hang on. That would be catting.
Yeah, that would be catting. That's something completely different. So at this point, the man that you injured last week, if I remember right, his kneecap's been knocked out of joint and he's screaming on the ground.
Yeah,
So he's still
trying to
writhing around.
chloroform.
Didn't we just chloroform him?
No, I
I
tried
to
to.
chloroform him and he knocked the doctor
Oh,
out.
yeah.
So
Right.
we'll just take it from there. So what would you like to do with this writhing man on the ground, an unconscious doctor, and panicked Index? I'll let you take it from there.
Fuck.
He's gone! It's the best I can do.
Irwaz flinches and picks Index up and goes, we will find him again. He will be fine.
I
Okay?
think she's just shaking at this point.
I think that's reasonable.
So what Irwa's going to do?
Irwaz is incredibly unimpressed because this is really quite fucked. So I guess I will try and get in contact with... Can I contact Stan and get him to watch the guy we captured?
You can if you want, yeah. You wait there till he turns up.
Can I still see the van that has Tam-Tam?
The van is sort of sliding its way into the distance.
I'll quickly chloroform the guy and then head after the van with Index.
So roll to chloroform.
Okay.
Yep, you knock him out, and as you knock him out, you hear the sound of a radio.
Ooh.
Like a sort of crackling sound of static on a radio.
Oh, is it in his ear? It's always in the ear. Check in the ear.
I will hunt for the radio.
Okay. It is indeed on his ear.
Ha!
Awesome.
It always is.
Can I detach it from the ear?
Roll, let's say, electronics, try and detach it from the ear.
I have some of that. That's good. I'm not very good at it.
You end up just ripping a large chunk of his ear off. But you do have the radio in front of you. All you can hear is the sounds of... It's kind of like synthwave coming through, and the sound of Tam-Tam excitedly shouting, I have a keytar.
I look
Yeah,
at Index. I think Tam-Tam's okay.
I don't think that's going to help.
I'm better than okay, guys. I got a guitar. Guitar?
Keytar.
Guitar. Guitar is...
A keyboard
I
guitar,
love it.
yes. So at this point you hear a very sort of thick female Germanic voice going, Shut up, you incompetent robot! We need to lose those people.
We have to get him back.
Yes, we do. Are there any other vehicles nearby?
There's a couple of cars nearby, and probably vans as well. What do you want to try? Do you want to wake up the doctor at all? Or are you just leaving her?
I don't know if waking someone up from chloroform really works.
I didn't know that chloroforming was a real thing that happened. I thought you had to leave it over their mouths for several minutes.
You do.
Oh. See?
Unless, you manage to spill a massive amount on yourself, like the doctor.
God damn it, Doc. We've talked about this.
Okay, I will try and wake up the doctor. Will my first aid help me with counteracting the chloroform?
Apparently chloroform can knock you out for 20 minutes to 2 hours, so
Yes.
if you want to take the unconscious doc with you or not.
Well, I was going to try my first aid to see if I could figure out a way to speed up the time.
You could probably give her a shot of adrenaline. The very worst, that would make her heart explode.
It will make her heart speed up, not explode.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I don't think you're exploding.
You stab the doc with a shot of adrenaline. Let's see, does the doc wake up? The doc wakes up and is now sort of jittery. Very.
She just gets up and starts running after the van.
Yeah, jittery.
Doc, no, we need a car.
Do you have your screwdriver?
I've always got my screwdriver.
Can she throw me the screwdriver and I can hotwire a car?
Is there a car nearby?
There are.
There's a couple of cars. Are you wanting a car or are you wanting a van?
Steal a car. It's faster than a van.
Okay.
Steal the fastest car we can find.
Okay, let's see. What kind of cars can you see? Most of the cars are sort of very boring cars. There is one that looks kind of hatchback style car, but it's still probably not lightning fast, but it could probably outrun a two-wheeled van.
Let's go get it.
That's all we need.
I will take Index over and like smash the window with my elbow and...
Right, and I will hop in and try and hotwire the car, I guess.
Alright. Yep, you get the car started.
Sweet. Is everyone hopping in then?
Oh yeah.
Assume
Am I
so.
driving?
So who's
Oh wait,
driving?
no.
Doctor can drive. I can shoot once we're in range again.
Good plan.
Alright. The car takes off as fast as the doctor can go. Are you gonna just speed straight ahead and hope you find it, or what are you gonna try? How are you gonna try and narrow down where Tam-Tam is?
Is there any way we can use the ear to like patch into his radio? Is that a thing you can do?
At this
Index?
moment, you still hear from the sort of chunk of ear you took off the unconscious man you left in the street. You do hear the sound of. Basically, of Tam-Tam playing chords on a keytar, and this thick German accent going, "Shut up!"
Okay.
Never.
Can we hear that noise from outside?
No.
Right.
You can hear the sound of like the van trying to do a corner really badly.
Then we'll go in that direction. So, like, is it like a radio where the closer you are, the better the signal will be? Which would be weird because that would be analog.
It seems to be like an agent call that they just somehow haven't hung up from.
Okay.
So we can. I mean, I know I'm driving, but
I don't
Index
think
has.
we can use it as a locator.
Yeah, I was going to say, can we not like hack in on the signal like a phone signal thing? I don't know what.
Isn't it usually with Tam-Tam we get to do that?
Yeah, it's usually how we do it with Tam-Tam. So I don't know if we can shout down the ear and get Tam-Tam to do that for us.
Is there a GPS in the car I could attach it up to the same way I did to Tam-Tam?
It's probably going to be a sort of very simple GPS in the system. Whether it's actually working or not, you'll have to try and see. So roll electronics to see. Yep, you managed to hook something up. So you do have a vague GPS system working in your car. You occasionally get a very light blip whenever you hear the sort of very thick accent coming through the phone. You see a blip on the GPS.
Ooh.
Okay, let's follow it.
Going round the corner.
Fire noises!
I thought it was very convincing.
Thank you.
Alright. After a couple of seconds, there is a sound like deep rumbling comes through the phone, and the blip seems to disappear off your screen as if they're going into a tunnel.
Ooh. Do we know where there are tunnels nearby?
You know where the last location was. There might be a tunnel there if you want to go and look there.
I think we need to go look.
Right, so
Okay.
cue more furious driving.
You gotta
I
leave
love how
those
your
in.
driving sound sounds exactly like Amy's annoyed sound.
Index is crying because she wishes Tam-Tam could play, like, you know, Grand Theft Auto music in the background.
Is there a radio in the car? Can we find that?
There's a radio in the car, sure, why the fuck not?
How soon I am
Turn that on.
replaced.
Okay,
It's not the same.
turn the radio on, let's see.
What's playing?
It's just playing some sort of generic elevator music.
Oh, I'm
At
just.
this point you hear the sound of, What is this? What? Is that you playing that noise? And Tam-Tam's happily still going, keytar!
It's true. It's true. I am.
So the person on the other end of the ear seems suspicious that they're hearing elevator music.
Quickly turning that off.
Yep.
Okay.
Brr, brr.
Index fucking body slams the off button.
Alright, so you come round the last corner and you see that there is indeed what looks like a tunnel underneath the river.
Flip the headlights on or no, we'll go in the darkness, because if we put the headlights on, they'll know we're after them. I mean, this guy's doing really well on 2 bald tires, well, not even bald tires, wheel rims.
Blown
Yeah.
tires.
Yeah, is there not like a track of sparks we can follow?
Should be by this point.
There's like smashed stuff lying in the street where the van's obviously like careered back into it and then straightened up.
Okay, I guess we're catching up then. That's fine. Why didn't we think of that before? Follow the trail of destruction.
Because it's a dystopia. Everything is destruction.
And it's normally us that leave the trail.
I mean, that's true, yeah.
There is a almighty crash comes through the air.
I speed up. I put that pedal to the metal and put the headlights on.
After the crash
Safety
is sort
first.
of finished, you hear the sound of God, and you hear the sound of someone crawling through what sounds like glass. And still in the background, you hear
That's better. For a moment there, I was worried the guitar had broken. And yes, I will now be pronouncing it keytar.
fair enough. Then.
Can we see a crash anywhere?
So as you speed over the hill, you see that the van is basically like gone side on and flipped over this partition wall.
Emergency
Landed in a
stop!
in a crumpled heap in the side, and there's this what looks like metallic elf pulling herself out of the wreckage. What do you want to do?
I want to grab the elf.
Emergency stop!
Okay, so the doctor does an emergency stop. The elf, let's see, does she do anything? The
Can I,
elf
like,
starts running.
I was gonna say, can I skid into her with the back of the car and like hit her? Knock her
See,
legs
this is
out?
why I really wish I had a driving point in this, but you've got +1 in driving, don't you? So
I
you're
have
+1 in
helicopter
driving.
skill. I have a helicopter skill. Don't know if that applies to driving by this point.
In this
but-
case, it will. Let's do a +1 of that.
Dear.
You try and do a skid into her, you end up taking out another car
Oh dear.
and like crashing into the wall.
Sorry!
So
Okay.
the Alpha Senior started running. You notice there's a lot of leaking fluid coming out from the bottom of the crashed van.
Can I rush towards it and try and get Tam-Tam out, like screaming his
Aye.
name?
I
Yeah.
will rush over and help with that.
I'm still chasing the elf.
Yeah,
Alright.
you're the best one for it.
You rip open the doors and find Tam-Tam basically lying on the floor, like cradling this keytar.
I made a new tune.
And I just rush over and start frantically pulling him out.
I was just still playing the guitar, you know, just like, you know, casual. Like.
Tam-Tam still hasn't noticed.
What's
there any
going on,
of-
guys?
Apart
What's that? What? Yes, there seemed to be a big noise. What was
We
going
need
on?
to
Sorry.
get out! We need to get out now!
Oh, okay. That's cool. As long as I keep the guitar, you know. You know me.
I'm helping like shove him out. Out! And while I'm doing that, is there any other loot worth taking in the back of this van?
You do notice there are several drones, there's several remote control.
Controllers and stuff. Oh, I am taking as
And
much of that shit
You
as I can.
notice there are several large boxes containing, let's put it this way, the white bricks you saw on the side of the drones.
Ooh!
Uh-oh.
Okay, I am hurriedly, even faster, trying to take as much shit of this as I can.
Alright, at this point
I
you
should-
hear a sort of, and you notice outside that something is beginning to catch fire.
Ah! Then go even faster.
Shoving Tam-Tam out as hard as I can.
I just love this image that Tam-Tam's got no rush in the world, just gently playing his keytar. as he,
Well,
like-
no. I mean, I've got the guitar on me, so it doesn't really matter if I'm rushing or not. So, I might as well, you know, rush along with them if they think it's important.
Okay.
I'm not, you know, an idiot. I just
Distractible.
sometimes an idiot.
Just distractible.
I'm gonna add at least one drone and one block of C4 to my inventory, okay?
Okay. So,
Just
well,
don't let it
imagine-
explode in your pocket, is what I'm
imagine
saying.
A drone, a controller, and a block of something highly explosive in her arms rushes away.
Yeah.
So as you get clear, there's still no massive explosion, but it's much more on fire than it was.
That's okay.
Again, I am pushing Tam-Tam out. Is he out of the van yet?
Yes, you're
Am I out
you're
of
out
the
of the van. You're back near your own almost like half-wrecked car that you brought with you. Apart from Erwaz, who's away trying to catch this elf.
Can we run to catch up with the elf then?
Yep, because I keep rolling 5, so it's going to explode. It's just not exploded yet.
I was gonna say, is there another car about the place that we could steal?
There are several other cars about the place.
Let's take another car then.
Can we just keep the same car for more than 5 minutes, guys? Come on.
Hardly
Let's
not.
get
Crashed
embarrassed.
it.
We broke it a bit.
Just
Yeah,
Again.
I know. That's what I'm protesting against.
You're the
get
one
in the
that
car.
got kidnapped.
Oh yeah. Okay, I rescind that.
Just get in the car, play some
I'm in
cool
the
chase
car, I'm
music,
in the car, I'm in the car.
and we'll go get Erwa and this other
Chase
elf.
music.
Ooh. Yes. The other stuff
don't
is
know.
very disappointing.
Dun, 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 dun. No, that's James Bond. Oh well. That'll do. Dun, 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 dun,
Ooh.
dun, 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 dun,
There
dun.
is a massive explosion behind you.
As we drive away. Nice.
So as you're driving away, you feel like the tunnel basically behind you is collapsing inwards.
Yikes.
Okay. Are we catching up with Erwa?
Yep. As you begin to see the light at the end, and you see like 2 figures just getting into the light at the end, the tunnel is collapsing above you.
Don't go towards
Speed
the light.
up, speed up,
Don't
speed
go
up,
towards the
speed
light.
up.
Speeding up, roll down the windows or something so she can jump in. I don't know, I don't want to open the door, that might hit her.
Let's see what happens next.
Oh,
Oh, so as you literally burst into what light there is in this semi-dark evening, you notice behind you literally like tower blocks and things are collapsing into this massive hole in the ground behind you.
Jesus.
Glad I took 1 block of that stuff.
Head count. Are we all here?
So far.
Where Zero was?
I don't know. Ahead? Are we
There's
opening a door? How are we
massive-
getting in this? Yeah.
There's a massive dust cloud. Can one of you and Irwaz roll awareness rolls to see if you find each other in this dust cloud?
I have good awareness.
I've not managed to adjust the driving seat yet, so I'm like down, can't see over the dashboard. So
Driving blind.
yeah, Index is like perched on my head shouting instructions.
Left,
Yeah,
right,
basically.
left, left,
Yeah.
left a bit, right.
Speed up! Slow down!
Other left.
Find-
Hey, no, that way!
As you sort of pull out of this massive dust cloud, you find Irwaz out of breath, looking at the road this elf just ran up. Are you wanting Irwaz to jump in the car and continue this chase?
Yeah,
Yep.
get in, bitch. Can we like do a donut turn to stop?
There's
Open
no
the
way I
door.
was going to catch up with her.
Alright, roll to continue the chase.
Okay, driving.
Yep, add your +1 to driving.
I'm gonna add that to my skill list. Helicopter. And
Yeah, I'll add driving to the skill list now, I actually have to do it.
Ooh. You shouldn't have been letting me roll for anything tonight, guys.
It's a spicy number.
At
But
this
you're
point-
driving.
I know.
point, a massive chunk of building lands between you and the elf.
I hope everybody's
Yikes.
wearing seatbelts. Can I avoid it?
It's just landed in front of you, between you and the elf.
Oh,
As you
drive.
feel the ground beneath you is still quaking quite strongly, so it's up to you what you want to do now.
Drive around.
Yeah, because we need to keep going forward.
Drive around.
Behind us isn't exactly steady.
Okay. Driving around it.
Alright, roll your driving, let's see where this goes.
Can I add anything to help?
At this point, you don't need to, but I'll tell you if you do. So, the doctor manages to like swerve through these random patches of collapsing building and collapsing ground. And after about a couple of minutes of swerving and heading the general direction towards where this elf went, you come to a point where you see the elf standing on the edge of a road just above you. Obviously the same elf, because you can still hear the sound of the elf through the ear you have going, "God, they're still following me."
Can we wave? Lean out of the window and wave up at her.
Yeah.
Alright, you can't just talk to her through the ear if you will while she's running away.
I was going to say, you
Keep
know,
driving.
We
It's rude
mostly
not
just
to.
want to know who the fuck you are.
What?
Yeah, but if they're with the
Oh.
Wilkinsons.
I'm being haunted by that fucking roomba.
Sorry about
No, we have our friend back with us now.
You notice
However,
the elf
you have-
like stop and look around like she's trying to work out where the voice is coming from.
you haven't hung up the agent call.
Now listen here! If you ever talk to me or my son like that ever again,
Earwax whinges backwards at the sudden angry voice in her ear.
that. Alright.
Angry voice and then this like low keytar solo and
and this rat is just hurling Karen abuse down the ear.
And I'm assuming I'm still frantically driving through falling debris.
you're just So yes, you're frantically like swerving left and right to avoid falling debris as literally there seems to be a sinkhole developing in the middle of the city.
Yikes!
I hope our base is okay.
Yeah, I hope this doesn't reach our lab.
Oh god, the fluffies.
The fly!
What about all the poor people that were in the fucking
Stan,
demo
Kevin with a C.
and everyone else?
Apparently
Yeah,
they
these
don't matter.
people we have attachments to.
And Irwa is reminded that the rest of them are callous.
Why she hates our guts.
Y'all aren't exactly their favourite people right now.
To be
Oh,
fair,
no,
half of
okay.
us ain't even people. I'm a flying roomba. Index is a rat. You know, we don't exactly have
Index
much
is
in
a
common.
person.
No, are you just saying that you're not people?
You say that
Yeah.
like she's not a megalomaniac trying to take over the world, but okay.
Something
Index
in
is
the brain.
people. People don't have to be human. And
I
at
will
that
have to
point,
write this
Irwa
down in
narrows
my-
their eyes at Tam-Tam, being like,
I'm going
Where
to
do
write
you
this
have
down
to
in my
be
memory banks.
human.
No, but arms and legs help to sympathise with other people with arms and legs. I only have arms, and Index has only legs. Maybe between us we can sympathise for some people. Index,
Together we are a sympathetic character.
together, can we be sympathetic, do you think?
I can certainly try, but I like people that I know more.
It's true. It's very
There
true.
was
That's
just-
true facts.
Irwa just holds their head in their hands.
Hey, come on, we're trying here.
Yes,
I'm driving!
you're always trying.
No, not trying. Driving!
It's okay, Doctor. You can be trying and driving.
What?
At this point the doctor speeds round a corner and a massive chunk of building like crashes almost through the car.
Oh,
Like ripping a large chunk of the metal frame at the back off. You're
The
now-
doctor's like, I'm quite happy that you're all discussing moral ethics, but I'm not sure now is the time!
I'm gonna go back on top of her head to help her like see where she's going.
No, so the
Thank
car
you.
is now open top. A large chunk of the roof has been ripped off by this building.
That's
That's
why it's so
wrong.
drafty in here.
At least I can see better now.
is there any small pieces of debris coming our way?
Mostly kind of raining down from everywhere as like everything's just resettling.
Okay, but we're not about to get absolutely hammered by like small projectiles.
Not at the moment, no.
Okay,
But you're still chasing this elf.
that's fine.
Who's still confused where the voice is coming from, and you have noticed that the air has gone quite silent after you said you haven't hung up your agent.
Have they hung up?
Let's see, have they hung up? Yes.
Fair enough.
We are pretty scary.
Or inane. One of
Yeah,
the two.
we did just start rambling about moral ethics.
Chasing someone down after they've just watched us try to kill their partner, rambling about ethics and empathising.
Look, we're working
Well-
on it, alright? We're working on it.
Driving away from a gigantic explosion that seems to have caused a massive sinkhole.
And destroyed half of the city.
Yeah.
Another day in paradise.
We don't do it deliberately. Though, in fairness, that's the elf's fault.
That amount of C4 in one small place. I'm sorry.
Just asking for trouble.
Can we assign blame once I finish driving?
Well, we can't help you with the driving.
Might as well talk.
I'm
Honestly.
trying to help.
So, Over the course of the next about half an hour, you're still driving around avoiding crashing debris. You have had no sign of this elf. And as everything's beginning to settle and the car sounds like it's ran out of fuel, you pull to a stop slowly.
Yeah, I think we're done.
Yep. Stuff stopped raining down on us.
This chase didn't go as
Fast
well
as we
as
hoped.
hoped.
Oh well, I guess we're walking back unless we can find another car.
What sort of area are we in?
It's the same as every sort of area that you've been in with the sort of dystopia. It looks like it was quite a large, vibrant city, but it seems to be mostly like dust and decay now.
How big is this city and how much is now destroyed?
Considering that it was relatively in the middle that had that happen to it, if we say the city was like a circle of maybe 5 centimeter diameter, there's now like a big hole of like 2 centimeter diameter in the middle.
Ooh.
That's not a sinkhole, that's a fucking disaster. Yeesh.
Yeah.
Do you think we can like walk around this and get back to base without anybody realizing it was us?
Probably.
Probably. There's no
If we did
necessary...
nonchalantly.
Most of the cameras and stuff that people have up are probably trashed. So there shouldn't
if
be any
not, they are
evidence
now.
that we're connected.
Can I take out my new drone
Sure.
and like,
Fly it about a bit.
yeah, like fly it up so we can get like a view of the city kind of thing?
There's no
Yep.
camera on the drone, but yes, you can fly it around.
Okay, going to bring it back down then if it's not got a camera. Oh well, must get a camera for my drone.
At this point, Irwaz gets a call from Stan.
Hello, Stan.
You will tell them what I say. Yeah. Apparently, you pissed off some German elf. She's not happy and... Aye. And you hear in the background the sound of a gun sort of clicking next to his ear.
I would suggest leaving Stan alive.
Yeah. That's a good idea, isn't it? You will tell them that I do not appreciate you harming my boyfriend.
Well, he was trying to kill us. So,
There is a gunshot.
Kinda brought it on
and
himself.
everyone goes silent.
Fuck.
poor
No, Stan! Who was Stan again? He was the
The
dwarf, right?
dwarf.
The dwarf we saved.
He was actually pretty cool.
He was pretty chill, wasn't he?
She better not have killed Stan.
I think she has.
Probably.
Well, that's
She's
alright. We
touched
can just,
one
you
of
know.
the fluffies. She's touched one of the fluffies. Or hurt Fred Marty McFly. Oh. Okay.
Call
Do I
us-
have the
call us-
components on me
The call
to
hasn't
make
been
any?
cancelled yet. You can still speak if you want, but there was a single gunshot and it's gone silent.
I'm
Get
gonna
back to
say...
base.
No.
No. I'm gonna
No.
say...
We go
I'm gonna
back
hover up
to
to the
Stan.
phone because I want to have a talk. And I want to say... Actually, I don't know if I want to say that.
Wasn't Stan at our base though?
No,
He
you'd
went
asked him,
to
you'd
get
asked him to come out
Wilkinson.
to get Wilkinson.
Oh, yeah! I want to say... Actually, no, because I never saw any of this, did I? Because I was in the van. I know exactly what I'm going to say. I stole your keytar. Bitch.
You may have stolen my guitar, but I have now got your truck. I will take it as payment for how much you inconvenienced me.
Our truck? Oh, the
truck?
Yeah, she's not going to get very far in that piece of shit.
That's fine.
Do we have a truck?
Yeah,
We've
the
got a
pickup,
truck.
remember?
Wait, we have a truck? You don't
We
mean
had.
we borrowed a
We
truck?
had one. It's
No,
fine.
we bought it from the scrapyard.
Yep. It's a flatbed.
Oh yes, that truck. Yes, the one we borrowed. Yes.
Yeah, it does like 1 mile to 100 gallons or something. It's rubbish.
Thank God. I hope for someone
She-
to
she probably won't
steal
get
a
in the
truck that
park
actually
yet.
works.
Probably will get in the park where they have not filled it up in weeks.
All right.
We should probably check on the fluffies.
Yeah.
We need to get back to where she shot Stan.
Yeah, we can't just leave Stan.
We
Might
need
be
to
able to
go.
save him.
If it's possible to save him, we will do so.
Mm.
And if not, we shall make sure that both of them die.
Incredibly painful deaths.
Did we kill
Moderately painful
Wilkinson?
deaths.
It
Or
probably
would have the explosion got him?
Oh, we left him in the park.
he was in the park. She just shot him.
No, she
No,
shot
Wilkinson.
Stan.
Yeah,
We don't know where Wilkinson is. Probably with her in the other truck.
Yeah.
Or he's still screaming in agony with his kneecap facing the wrong way.
And now half the city's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did we kill him? That's
Did
my
we get
thought.
far enough away before that it all went boom? Is my question.
We should probably check there first, then see if there's anything left of the area.
Go to
A
the
pizza,
park.
perhaps.
Alright, so what are you going to do now?
To the park.
Okay. So you're just going to walk to the park, or what are you going to do?
Find another vehicle, probably.
Mm.
I don't feel like walking.
Gonna grab another vehicle?
Yeah.
If we can find one that's intact.
Yeah.
Alright.
And like road enough to drive it on.
Yep.
If there's road left.
There's just a couple of cars just lying around. They all look in the usual sort of beat up condition most cars are in this world.
Yeah. Sad truth.
Irwa starting to fade into a feeling of extreme guilt over Stan.
I'm still happily playing on my keytar.
While
I
we're
think
driving.
Index is mostly relieved that Tam-Tam's okay.
While we're driving, Doctor's gonna start thinking out loud, and she's gonna be like, so, if she shot him in the head, you can maybe replace parts of him with what's left of Terry's head. If she shot him in the gut, that's easy enough to bring him back. I really hope she shot him in the gut, because then, like I said, that'll be really easy to bring him back. And then she'll reach out and pat Irwa. Don't worry, we can bring Stan back.
I hope so. Even if we only found him and saved him first by chance, it's still my fault.
Why is it your fault? You're not the one who had a van full of C4.
Why
And you
was there
didn't
a
shoot
van
him.
full of C4?
If I hadn't called him, he'd still be safe in the bunker.
Yeah, but if he didn't want to come outside, he wouldn't have come.
I mean, that's true.
He
Did-
was a
I-
dead man anyway.
Have we found a vehicle?
Yep, you found a car. I imagine the doctor's probably just happily smashing the window even though it was half open.
Irwas, as soon as they can, climbs in and curls up in the back.
Aw.
I will go sit with Iroaz and try and, I don't know, comfort, I suppose. Just pat.
And the Doctor will adjust the seat so she can see over the dashboard. Drive.
Thank you, Index. It's okay. You probably would rather fuss over Tam-Tam just now.
I kind of look over and he's still kind of sitting there with the keytar, dinging it away, and I'm like, I think he's alright.
Yeah, he doesn't
it's-
seem to be harmed by this.
It's quite hard to damage me, except that time where something happened and it damaged me. What was that?
You mean the crab person flying through the air knocking you out of the sky?
That one.
See, all I imagine that is Tam-Tam's there with like his little instrument, whatever one it was that episode, and it cuts to the flying person coming in, and it cuts just as they collect, and it goes, to be continued.
Yep. Or after the break.
What's the
meme.
series
Yeah,
that had the
I
meme
know
with
the
it?
meme.
Yeah.
I know that meme.
That kind of music.
What a meme.
Something like that.
Alright.
What a
so
truly excellent
you
meme.
journey round to the park. As you arrive in the park, you see the massive hole in the middle of the park from the fake Tam-Tam being exploded.
Whoopsie!
And you see the dwarf and his two rather large orc bodyguards looking into the hole trying to work out what happened.
Wave at them.
It wasn't
we've
us.
parked the car at a sensible distance and have probably walked up to this point. I would like to go over to where we had sort of left Stan and look for Stan. Or
Right.
where we'd left the body and look for Stan.
You walk over to the area where you found the van. You see a couple of bloodstains on the ground. Obviously that's where the one that you broke his knee ended up lying.
Oh yeah.
You see the bit where you remember the doctor being like passed out on when she got chloroformed. And on the sort of side you see the slumped body of Stan with a hole through his skull.
Ay.
Can I run over and attempt resuscitation?
I don't think with a hole in the skull that's gonna do much.
You gotta try.
Hate to be that guy.
Some people have survived it.
Skull hole tends to be sort of terminal.
Gonna try anyway.
Alright.
Yeah, we're trying
gonna-
this.
I'm gonna start playing a dirge.
Just straight D20.
Yep. You get no response.
And if your last tries, even worse.
Even worse. You try, you don't get much response out of him.
I-
You roll him onto his back to do this, and as you do, you see a note pinned to his chest that basically says, "Do not try again with my boyfriend. I will hurt more than your Stan next time."
I would like to try something completely original,
Mm-hmm.
which is I'm going to play him some music, because I've seen how sad you are that this chump that we picked up a few episodes ago is dead. And so I'm going to see if I can play a song that will bring a spark back to his soul. God knows how this is going to go.
Uh-huh.
It's worth trying.
I don't really know what I'm doing, but that's alright, because
Is this on the
I don't know
keytar?
that any of us do. Oh yes,
This is a
Slowly
roll and
decline.
cry moment.
of course, it's not just the guitar, it's also still got my speaker. Well, I've got better speakers, I think, now. And so I'm going to be, adding onto the layers. It's going to be the liveliest, happiest song that I can find on my databanks. Actually, what would be a good song?
Always look on the bright
God, yes.
side of life.
The song is entitled Brian the Life of. And I will blast it out at a... Okay, maybe not at an 11. That hurts people's eardrums. I'm going to blast it out at... No, you know what? I am going to blast it out at 11. I'm going to tell you guys to block your ears and stand back, and I'm going to play at 11 to see if the sheer volume wakes him from his eternal slumber, or whatever fancy words are.
Plugs ears.
Plug ears, run away. Here goes. I probably shouldn't shout because people will get upset, so I have to sing it quite quietly. Always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the light side of life.
Oh my god.
Life is pretty grim, and things are looking thin.
Something somehow stirs in the body of Stan. Fuck
Oh my
knows how
God.
you've done this, but yep.
He's alive! He's alive!
I guess me and the doctor are gonna quickly try and, resuscitate
Stabilise
and get
him.
him back.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say, can I plug the holes in his head?
That
God.
image of the doctor pushing cotton wool into him to go, "Oh, hold him fine."
I was just thinking more like she'd get a bandage and wrap it around his head and be like,
mean-
he'll be fine.
Cotton wool and duct tape, if you're in a pinch.
Yeah, duct tape round his head. Keep
Cotton
the
wool and
brains
duct tape, yep, that's fine.
Hold everything in,
Alright, okay. So yeah, he's sitting...
Is this
he's-
allowable?
He sort of drools a little bit, but he's definitely conscious.
Right.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to use my first aid to try and not replace the blood loss with saline because it actually makes you worse, but
hang on,
try to
sorry.
stabilize him.
It just occurred to me, doesn't one of you guys have a resuscitation kit on you?
Rhesus kit?
Yeah.
But it doesn't tend to work when they are brain dead.
No? Oh, okay. I thought that's what it was. I thought it was a resurrection. My
Not
mistake.
entirely, but I can
Oops.
probably stabilize him from here and save him if we get back to the bunker quickly.
If
Alright.
there is a bunker.
Try and repair
That was
any
a big sick
damage.
I mean,
Using
we-
tech.
Yeah, totally just breeze past the boss dwarf as well.
Yeah.
I can stay behind and talk
Priorities.
to him.
Alright, so roll to try and stabilize him. Yep, he's alright enough that you can walk him. He does seem to need a lot more direction than usual. He can't seem to walk on his own, but if you start him walking, he seems to walk with you.
Hey!
That will do for now.
For someone who's been shot in the head, that's pretty amazing. Well done, Stan.
Ain't that a kick in the head?
I'll give him a nice light tap on the shoulder.
Don't try and talk.
Can I,
Oh.
close his jaw?
I haven't zombied him,
He
have I?
stops
somehow?
drooling.
Yep.
Click.
Yep, okay, so are you taking him back to the car, or are you going to speak to this dwarf? What are you going to do?
Can we put him in the car?
Probably get him home.
Get him home.
If someone else wants to speak to the dwarf.
Walk over, quickly speak to the dwarf.
So did you take him out then?
I don't know. There was someone else with him. She
Certainly cracked
is
his
a lot more
kneecaps.
dangerous than he is.
I don't know about a she.
Android elf.
Means nothing to me. Guess I'll have to pay him now. And the dwarf kind of looks in, but slightly bit annoyed as he begins to make his way back towards his club.
We will try and take him out still. I have business with her.
Alright, well, I guess if you need any help, come find me.
Thank you. I'm sure I'll see you again. And run off. To go and help Stan.
Alright.
Good old Stan.
I'm just gonna like push his jaw shut again. Strap him in to the passenger seat of the car.
Seatbelt in, yep. Full neck brace on him just to keep his head steady, yep.
Well, I've not got a neck brace, it's probably like a bit of string. Duct tape! There we are, we'll duct tape to the seat.
Duct tape neck brace.
Yeah, just stick his head up, yeah. How is he looking?
He looks quite pale, but he's at least vaguely responding.
Oh, nice.
So, what are you gonna do now?
Go back to the lab and build a cage.
Try to save Stan.
Yeah. He might need some work done in his brain to kind of, realign all the neurons.
I think he's going to need quite a lot of work. Oh, wait! Do we still have any of those nanites from the other doctor?
A small jar of them, yes.
We should try
There
that.
we go. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Alright.
I'm still going to build a cage. Or at least a muzzle.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Alright. So, are you just heading back to the base to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm totally building a cage. And the cage is going in the garage.
So what's this cage going to look like? The big,
Okay.
small, the big, thick bars? What was it?
Yeah, it's got bars. It's more like a really solid mesh, you know what I mean? So like you can't reach hands through it or whatever. I have a nice
You're
locked
afraid he's
door.
gonna bite?
Yeah. Look,
Ever
we're
the
messing with
pragmatist.
this is like Mad Scientist 101, right? We're dealing with a very cautious cusp here between life and death, and what we might bring back might not be exactly what we want.
I know, but I have
So-
to try.
Yes, so, but we're having a good cage.
If he's not okay, then I'll take care of it.
Okay, good. We'll have some chains. Chains he can't fight through. I may have to go back to the scrapyard.
Let's try the nanites first and see if that fixes him.
I'm sure they'll
Yeah.
be thrilled to see you again.
Irwaz is standing there thinking to themselves, if he doesn't come back as himself, he won't still be alive.
And if the nanites, I don't know. I just have a worry that the nanites might take their own. I mean, because look, he's responsive, and she'll like poke his cheek.
I mean, yes.
But 10 seconds later, his mouth drops open.
Just push the jaw shut.
Wow.
Yikes.
Let's apply those nanites and try and help him.
Let's make
Yeah.
sure he's strapped down when we put the nanites in him, though.
Alright. See what happens.
I'm going to use all the duct tape to strap him down.
Should I use my pharmaceuticals?
Yep. If the nanites go into his head, you notice after a couple of minutes the hole has definitely been healed up. And you see a slight fog disappearing from his eyes.
Can I assess how he is doing at this point?
He seems to be a little bit more reactive to sort of stimulus you give him rather than just, poking him in the side of the head and his mouth falls open after 10 seconds.
Is
What
he
happens if
responsive to his name?
See, does he respond to his name? No.
So, if I like wave my hand in front of his mouth, what does he do?
Who are you?
Hi! I'm the doctor.
Oh,
Stein.
Doctor, fantastic. Oh, this is a great day for everyone.
Oh, why is that?
'Cause it's... Well, what day is it?
Wednesday.
Oh, always love a Wednesday.
Okay.
That's
How
nice.
are you feeling?
I feel on top of the world.
Do you remember who you are?
He just looks at you blankly and goes,
That really suits you, the shaved head look. It really makes you look about 10 years younger.
Oh, cheers.
Can you remember who we are?
You're a delightful little rodent creature thing.
he sort of moves in the chair like he would lean down to pat you, but then realises he's tied down.
Oh, restrained am I? That's fantastic, that.
I thought you might try and eat us, you see.
Oh, you taste really good, if you know what I mean.
So do you hunger for flesh?
No. well, I wouldn't say no. I mean, always keep your options open,
Yes, but do you have this urge to rip out of your bonds and, for example, chew my bald head off?
That is an interesting predicament.
I mean, do you or not?
Or would you rather go and have a nice bath and maybe eat some
That
cheese?
would be fantastic. Aye, we could have a nice bath with water and get everything nice and soapy. Aye.
So you'd like a bath?
Oh, fantastic. Aye.
Okay, can we just circle back to the question about eating faces again?
Well, if that's the only food, then that's where the world is.
No, it's
happy days.
No,
it's
no,
not.
no. We have other food. You do not have to eat
brilliant,
anyone's
that.
face.
That's brilliant. Other food, other than eating faces, that's brilliant, that.
I kind of nudged the doctor. Go. He seems all right.
He seems
He's not
very
zombie. He's
he
just
seems very
very
cheerful.
confused.
He's
the
a lot
cheerfulness is
happier than he
scary.
was.
Maybe talk to the doctor about any other effects of the nanites.
It
But
might have
I-
wiped out his sense of fear or something.
I mean, with the amount of neural damage that they repaired, personality change is kind of inevitable.
So,
But this
Stan,
is quite dramatic.
you know your name's Stan, right?
My name's what?
Stan.
Stan. Oh, that's a brilliant name. I love that. That's a great name. I can get to introduce people call me that. That's a fantastic name, that.
And how do you feel about teddy bears?
Oh, Teddy. Wait, do you mean the big ones with the big teeth? Because they're fantastic, those. They're really cuddly and everything.
No, I mean the wee ones that talk and try to do science.
Oh, they do science, do they? That's fantastic, that. Oh, I love it. You got a wee bear that loves science, that.
I think I can guess what his favourite word is.
Would you like a cracker?
Oh, I'd love a cracker.
I'll give him a cracker.
He's tied down, so he's just gonna eat it from your hand, is he?
Yeah, I'm just gonna deposit in his mouth. She wants to make sure he doesn't have a hunger for flesh.
As he's eating this cracker,
He goes, that's brilliant, that. That's the best cracker I've ever had.
Okay, she'll cut me out the duct tape now.
okay. He just sits up and he starts peeling the duct tape off himself and he goes,
Oh, that sensation. That's brilliant. I feel all smooth under it now. It's all wonderful, that.
I hate him.
Is he too cheerful for you, Doctor?
Yes. Can I go sulk in my lab now?
Yes, that's fine.
Gonna go
Honestly, I quite like him.
Could
This
be
is
worse.
adorable.
I would like to point out, in case I wasn't paying attention, you say it all feels lovely and smooth, but surely ripping out large chunks of hair would hurt at least a little. So, has he?
But now it's brilliant. I mean, feel that. I mean, that's wonderful, that. Look at that. It goes from hairy to really nice and smooth.
I think he's just going to sound like a really cheerful pervert.
I think he's just basically permanently stoned, but in such a way that he can't feel pain.
I mean, at least he'll be happy to do whatever we ask.
We don't want to ask him to do too much, though.
It's
Because-
an improvement from being dead.
Not much.
He's happy.
Hey, Stan.
Oh, wait, that's me. Hi there.
Yeah, are you happy?
Oh, I'm fantastic, me.
Can you be said to be happy if you are happy all the time? If happiness is your ground state of being?
Oh, that's a great question, that. That's a great question. How about we sit down together, have some more crackers and talk about it?
My
Where's the
morality
bottle?
is
Just the
confused.
resounding silence from all of us, what have we done?
Oh, come on, it'd be brilliant. I mean, you can play guitar, we can sing Kumbaya, it'd be brilliant.
I can play a guitar. I'm gonna rush and get my guitar now.
We could play spin the bottle.
What do you
With
have to
this
do?
grip,
No, thank you.
Irwaz just looks at Index in absolute horror.
She kind of shrugs, at least he's happy and he's not dead. I want to make him
guess.
feel included.
But I was going to get him onto talking about music, and then Tam-Tam will be happy. And that will distract.
It's true.
That will keep both of them happy and
We don't need to
distracted.
kill him.
Yes, that's correct. We don't need to kill. Sorry, what? What?
If he's not unhappy, why should we kill him?
We're not gonna kill him.
No.
He's just a vegetable.
I was going to suggest letting him out into the wilds, but
He's a
No.
metaphorical vegetable.
I don't think he would be safe out there, and it's my fault he's like this.
He would just agree to do whatever the first person told him to do. Anything.
Just
okay.
Yeah.
So why don't we
Keep
get
him
him
safe.
to clean and look after the fluffies and play music with Tam-Tam in the soundproof room?
That's fine.
Yep.
Yes, because having lost all of his identity and memories, he might not be the best musician. On the other hand, he might have an excellent ear for music now.
Hey, Stan,
Oh, wait, aye, that's me, aye.
you want to go with Tam-Tam and learn how to play some instruments?
Oh, that would be wonderful. I mean, I've always wanted to learn how to play all the instruments. I mean, you know, all of my life, as far as I can remember, I've always wanted to play instruments.
Here you go then, off you go with Tam-Tam.
Perfect.
Fantastic. Come on, wee floaty boy, we'll go play instruments, it'll be great.
Ah, yeah.
So he
Well,
sort of
that's me
toddles
happy.
off out the room with Tam-Tam.
Wee floaty boy.
That's me. What are you snickering at? Don't you
Get a
snicker
wee
at
bumper
me.
sticker saying that.
We need that.
I don't like being mocked.
So what are you going to do now?
Urwaz is just going to sink to the floor, kind of overwhelmed and suddenly now absolutely exhausted.
You should go have a
Index kind
slip.
of walks over, sits in the lap, and like pats it like, I get it.
Yeah, it's been a day.
It's been a series of days.
I think this one took more out of me emotionally though.
We just blew up half a city.
Yeah,
We didn't do that. We were just nearby when it happened.
That seems to happen a lot.
at least we managed to
Now, I'm
save
not saying
Sam.
anything.
And he's not unhappy.
That's the
Better than
important
dead.
bit. Yeah, at least we managed to save him.
We got Tam-Tam back.
Yeah. Pretty successful day. No?
And as the global surveillance satellite moves out of range, we lose sight and sound, for now. Hopefully signal will return again soon. Until then, the cast of 2115 were Amy, Belry, Dragon, John, Rowan, Susie, Tom and Nikolai. With music by Daniel Bostrom and artwork by John Moore. All tales and experiences within 2115 were created by Nikolai Popsky before being broken and reshaped by the cast into an eternal sense of hopeless dystopia. But if the threat of eternal dystopia looms in your future, comfort yourself with the finest icosahedrons in the land from dndice.co.uk, where the name Penance RPG at checkout will shave 10% off your order and make that fear lessen, at least for a while. Penance RPG exists only through the kind support of patrons and quiet sobbing into the void. If you would like to assist in the balance of support versus our crying hungrily in the fetal position, come to patreon.com/penancerpg and choose one of our epic rewards. We are eternally grateful for any support you could give. Farewell for now, and remember, smile! It might never happen!
I just checked. Lottie's asleep on her bunk.
Flipping cats, am I right?
She needed a nap, I guess, after all that.
Cats need to sleep 18 hours a day.
Yeah.
Is that so?
Yep.
Yeah, because then they don't have
Absolutely
enough
balanced.
energy for their main snooze.
God damn it, I've heard that one before. Now I know you're trolling me.
Rats can sleep 15 hours a day, apparently.
So can I.
What about tuna? I'm curious now.
I have no idea. I think they must sleep kind of the same way that, you know, like how dolphins will like do hemispheric sleep.
Many pelagic fish species, including bluefin tuna, swim continuously and do not show signs, behavioural or otherwise, of sleep.
They think that they enter a state in which they rest and save energy. but we've not been able to identify a distinctive sleep state.
Yeah.
So, Irwa is the opposite of dragon.
In such species, the sensory input is so low that memory formation could take place even if the fish keeps on moving and does not fall asleep in the traditional sense of the word. So it's just brain resting. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, with everyone back at the base and discussing sleep and Tam-Tam off to discover instruments with his new friend, does anyone have anything they wish to add before we stop?
At least we managed to save one life.
Well,
I think we're all a little
It was the-
traumatized.
it was the only life we needed to save this episode, apart from Tam-Tams. So, we saved
True, we also got Tam-Tam back without a scratch on him.
Yeah. So,
And he has another instrument.
yeah. And
Yeah.
I got a drone and a block of C4. And we got a new car, I assume.
Yep.
That's more fuel efficient than that gas guzzling pickup truck we had before.
You did
so,
lose the massive flatbed truck.
yeah.
It's a shame, but it happens.
We can go get it back. Because I have a feeling that Android and Wilkinson will be back.
Yes.
I'll chloroform him next time, don't you worry, guys.
Make your chloroform gun. Shoots cloths of chloroform at people's mouths.
Could I use the drone to, inject poison and stuff at people?
What you need to do is you need to get, the mask gun, but launches, a pad with chloroform on it so it wraps around the face.
Yeah. Can I, modify this drone to, shoot poison darts and, chloroform nets?
I suppose...
Can it be the new pumpkin? I mean, he was kind of like a drone, wasn't he? He had a little helicopter plane. This was
Once
before drones
again.
were a thing.
Oh, I should just get you to find a chihuahua at some point. I'll just make up for it all.
He's got the fly. Train the fly to, bring chloroform to people. Train the fly to chloroform people.
Just spits chloroform acid on their face.
I just imagine it, holding the cloth and it just bapping people in the face with it.
Oh, God.
Imagine how badly that's gonna go next, though,
Yeah.
you know?
I mean, it's not as if people will be like, oh, a giant fly. I'll just wait here till it taps me in the face with that cloth.
To be fair, as well, a drone shooting sleeping darts is probably much more efficient.
It's
The fly
probably-
can be distraction on the
Yeah.
other side.
The
Yeah, we
fly
throw
is
him
loud
in.
enough that you can hear it from a good 20 meters away. The drone's probably going to be slightly more stealthy.
Yeah, the fly is distraction.
Yeah.
His buzzing covers the sound of the drone. Too busy going, giant fly, and then sleeping dart.
Ah,
Back
the
of the
old
neck.
pincer movement.
Down they go.
Yep.
We could also employ the fluffies for places where the fly can't go. I don't know, flies can't fly at night. Can
Are
they?
the fluffies okay?
Yeah, they're fine. Well, they've not done
Yeah.
anything to this episode, so I'm assuming they're fine.
That's
Or are they
good.
continuing their science? What science have they done for me?
Let's see what science could they have done.
Yeah,
They've
what
set
science
something
have
on
my...
fire, they've burned through a hole with acid. What else could they have done?
I'm always a little worried about this segment.
They could have discovered a new life form.
There we go, the Fluffies have found a chihuahua.
Pumpkin!
Oh, we can have that canon now, the Fluffies have found a chihuahua.
Yay! It's Pumpkin and attached. Oh, brilliant. Pumpkin.
We're not running over old ground at all.
Pumpkin's alive!
This is ground people don't know.
Yep.
Pumpkin is alive. Does he have all his old features, or is he just...
It's just your standard chihuahua for now. I'm sure
Okay.
in the coming weeks you'll find 2 large Rottweilers to be army picnic.
Yes! Excellent. Thank you.